Welcome back to part 2. Hi you guys, hi. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate this on to this. So you can add a little bit like this. The Hewia, if I may, you have to remove it from the front. Which means this latch over here gets rotated, and this latch over here gets rotated for release. Now, that's the easy part. Now the hard part is in the back. These wires have to be disconnected. The 2 upper speaker wires have to be removed. And then you open up the latch and you remove this panel. Then you have to remove all these lower wires. Don't worry, they're all color coded and size coded. But be very careful. Don't bend the pin. So, you got all those released. Now, here comes the real fun part. Since I already released the 2 pins, I can remove the cell. So, this cell comes out. Oops. Yeah, this cell comes out. And then, the Maharaja goes in. And you just go like this. Make sure you're supported from the rear. And then you just close those 2 latches. The upper latch and the lower latch. Close the little door over there. Close this door. And close this door. Now, hooking up the wires. You notice they're color coded. Let me get the light over there. These 2 are color coded. Red and black for the upper speakers. Far left, if you're looking at this direction, this orientation, far left is the quietest. I don't have any L pads or volume controls of any sort on when I did the recordings for the Maharaja. The other frame, the Lassen World frame, I did put 2 pots, carbon linear tapered. I put them in the lower speakers. So, make sure we get all the wires hooked up. Now what's good is that these lower wires work good too. Hopefully those are getting in the shot. I apologize if they're not. And you just have the blue, the white, and the yellow to hook up. Now, this frame also, I found out that the ball track, this was totally full of tar and nicotine. it was a smoking pachinko hole. So I used a lot of Q-tips, and I used 91% isopropyl alcohol from Walgreens. So use the get the big one, the 32 fluid ounces, a quart, but it goes for about, say, maybe $2.50 a bottle, and it's going to last you a long time. And what I like about rubbing alcohol, with the type of plastic that the Japanese used for construction, it doesn't eat into it, but it pretty much leaves a really clean surface without attacking the plastic. And the Q-tips are great. So use the isopropylene alcohol. I've been using it on these new frames as well as the old ones, the vintage machines, to clean up the stuff, to clean up tar and nicotine as much as I could, with keeping the used Pantene, what the antique people say, you got to have that kind of like that surface stuff, that surface must on there, and it lowers value if you take it off. But well, getting back to the fact is the Dave Rub dog was attached to this unit. If you sharp-eyed people saw, well, I'll turn it on and you can see. But getting back, we put, yes, this is removable. It has two tabs, one over here and one over here. Just lock it in those tabs a little bit, make sure you can swing it. And I did a moo-boo. All these wires have to be removed. Because this cover has to go on first. So we put it like that. If my head gets in the way, I apologize. And use this wire. Make sure that wire. And also make sure these tiny little pins are easily bent. If you see my victory frame, yeah, they're easily bent and cause major problems, And almost all modern, modern pachinkos, you have tons of these little small connectors, the little small pins. So, anyway, you just saw me change out the Lassen to the Maharaja. And now we do the test.
Memory をクリアしました。メモリーをクリアしました。メモリーをクリアしました。メモリーをクリアしました。メモリーをクリアしました。メモリーをクリアしました。メモリーをクリアしました。メモリーをクリアしました。
I think I just figured out what that voice is saying. They say it with the Lassen 2 with the Hewia frame, is that clear the memory, please, or whatever it is. Memory hasn't been cleared, or the memory has been cleared. I don't know. Usually the memory doesn't get cleared on these, but who knows? But it sounds like it has something to do with the memory. And as you can see down below here, is that, yes, I do have the Dave Rub doggle And I'm very thankful that it works like a dream with the Hewia frame. And this, of course, you've seen, is notorious aluminum frame with the holes. So that's it.